train yourselves to the ground, significantly reduce your calories days before your feast, and do tons and tons of cardio. That's what a lot of people do, and it can work for some. However, I do not think that's the best approach, because more likely than not, you're going to end up eating a lot more than you would have normally, because you're coming in with this deprived mindset, and you may feel like you can get away with eating anything because of the craziness you just did. It does not have to be so extreme. Hi, this is Mimi. I'm going to talk about some strategies for holiday eating. And if you love food and you're a big eater like I am, this is going to be more about minimizing fat gain. But if you're not a big eater, then these strategies may help you avoid any fat gain at all. First pointer, I'm going to keep this one really simple. Plan for your big meal by creating a deficit. So eat less the days prior, but don't starve yourself. On the day of, if you're not used to intermittent fasting as a strategy, eat high protein, low everything else leading up to that big meal. This is going to help keep you full while eating the lowest amount of calories. And it goes without saying, get a good intense workout session in before you eat if possible. That way you'll gain less fat and some of that food can go towards your muscles and replenishing your energy. In terms of what macronutrients will be most likely stored as fat, the order goes like this. Fat, obviously, is most likely to be stored as fat. Carbs. You don't really have to worry about carb calories per se turning directly into fat, but carbs do contribute to fat gain because it suppresses your ability to burn fat. Protein cannot contribute to fat gain directly in any significant way. If two people ate 10,000 calories, the one that had the highest percentage of calories from protein would gain the least amount of fat, which means prioritize your protein. Stuff your face like this, not like this. But looking at it from an overall point of view, it's not necessarily the food that makes you fat, it's the amount of food that makes you fat. Eat food in the order that makes you full. Protein is the clear winner at suppressing your appetite and keeping you full. High volume foods. Foods that have a lot of volume for a few calories, such as fibrous veggies, can help keep you full because the volume physically stretches your stomach, which makes your brain think you're full. So that's why when you eat those big ass salads for lunch, you feel pretty stuffed. Fiber from vegetables also slows down the rate at which your food leaves your stomach, which means food is kept in your stomach for longer, which makes you feel fuller for longer. So thank God I love my veggies and I can eat oats morning, noon, or night. Next, I'd focus on a combination of fats and carbs based on your personal preference of what tastes good to you. Keep in mind that fat suppresses your appetite in the long term, so it does make sense to eat it earlier on. And just like fiber, it slows down the rate at which food leaves your stomach, so you'll feel fuller for longer because the fattier foods sit in your stomach for longer. Carbs can help suppress your appetite in the short term. Lastly, alcohol. This doesn't do anything to help you feel full. My last piece of advice, just remember, you do not need to eat every single piece of food that you see. You're just gonna end up eating calories that are not worth it. You know, ask yourself, is this worth my calories? Eat what you enjoy eating.
Those are my tips. Here's a quick recap.
So eat less the days prior, but don't starve yourself. Eat high protein, low everything else leading up to that big meal. Intense workout session in before you eat, prioritize your protein. Eat food in the order that makes you full. You do not need to eat every single piece of food that you see. Eat what you enjoy eating. Now, what do you do after a bad day of eating? I like to follow what I call my philosophy of eggs, which I will share in my next video. Next Wednesday is Christmas Eve, so I'll post either Monday the 22nd or at the very latest Tuesday the 23rd. Some people have been asking about weightlifting videos, and I already did one on arms and abs, so I'm thinking shoulders, which is supposedly my best body part, or butt, which I'm trying to grow back. Do you guys have a preference? That photo was of GERREN LILES' class. He's been featured on Fox 5 for his classes, so I said I'd try it, and I'm open to getting my ass kicked by him this Friday, the day after my company holiday party. I haven't really had any cardio conditioning post-competition except for a boxing cardio class, so I'm sure I'm just gonna add my body onto that zombie pile. Please subscribe and stay tuned for my philosophy of eggs next week.
Happy holidays!
In the meantime, check out my other videos. Feel free to connect with me on Twitter at EatNotDiet or my other social media at Bonny. Thanks for watching.